And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. So a look at our starters for Orlando. We've got Jason Tatum, Paul George out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Pippen in the point guard. And here's Curry for three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
George passes to Pippen. Tatum against Adebayo. George outside. No good from outside.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Now here's Curry. The D's right on him. Beyond the arc. They get it back. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Cooper, and keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I spoke with the Bulls head coach earlier. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Back to you, BA.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And the basket by Pippen.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Cooper passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Gilmore. Pass to Cooper. Chicago passing it around. Tatum with a steal. Now here's Pippen. Now Jackson. And here's Pippen. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Fires from deep. Second chance shot. Eaton's shot is good.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Pass to Cooper. Back to Curry. Adebayo sets a screen. Inside. It's tipped. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Jackson outside. Now here's Tatum. 50 seconds left now in the first quarter. George, right side. Fades. And it's Chicago with a board.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Curry. Here's Cooper. Lets it go from deep. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Now here's George. Guarded closely. From deep three-point land. The shot off that time. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls out in front, up by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
They've got Bam Adebayo, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Cooper. No points so far.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Magic trail by 3. And here's Tatum. 19-footer. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Pass to Curry. Takes the three. Curry buries the triple.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Tatum gets the bucket.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Cooper. Back to Curry. There's the three. It's hauled in by Eaton. Magic trail by 3. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
2 minutes.
Pass to Cooper. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's blocked. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. George outside from deep. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Curry passes to Cooper. Back to Curry. That one dropped. 3 for 6 now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Pippen. Tatum from long range. And Cooper pulls it down.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And he gets that one. Cooper's got his first points of the game.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
George's shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Curry. Pass to Cooper. Outside Curry. Lets it go. And again, it's Chicago.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
George with it. From downtown. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Bulls out in front, up 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Magic trail by 4. On the court for the Magic, we've got Jaren Jackson. He's out there with George, and it's Tatum in at the shooting guard.
got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Here's Cooper. Here's Gilmore. George with a steal. Here we go, all alone. It's tipped. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Guys, back over to you.
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Orlando calls timeout. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Tatum, a screen on Curry. Pippen, pass to Tatum. Leaps for it. Off the mark there with a three. Chicago leading by 6. Adebayo with it. Jackson in his pocket. And here's Curry for 3. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Now here's Jackson. George feels it out a bit. Outside Curry. Pass to Cooper. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And there's another one for the Bulls.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Outside Tatum. Now we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played to the paint. Here's Eden. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Pass to Gilmore. And here's Curry from behind the arc. Drains the triple. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
Here's Tatum. Kicks it to George. From the high post. Chicago with a rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Gilmore. Curry looking it over. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for Chicago, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Hits both from the stripe. George outside. Pass to Jackson. Fires the three. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Pass to Curry. The 3 hits a three-pointer. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Now Pippen outside Tatum. And stolen by Adebayo. On the wing, Curry defended by Pippen. They get it again. Magic trail by 16. Here's Tatum. Blocked! A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Tatum drops the hammer.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Bulls leading by 14. Oh, George with a steal. Out on his own on the ground. Oh, big finish.
Wow. Okay, I see you.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Chicago?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Deflected. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
One point, they led by 16. Now Curry, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Now George. And denied. He sent it right off the glass. Here's Cooper. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Timeout, Bulls. Let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. 9-point game. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Jason Tatum. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. .125 left in the fourth. Curry! Oh, a perfect jumper.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's George. 20 feet away and no problem.
Such a pure scorer. If George finds his shot, it's almost as good as in.
Chicago leading by 10. Here's Gilmore. 55 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. The bucket is good!
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Now here's Tatum. George fires. Can't hit it. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Here's Curry. Using the glass to lay it in.
Clever move by Curry, using the play to make room for a different shooter.
Jackson with a screen on Curry.
Scottie Pippen.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And we present the player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And it's Atlanta to start out. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Yao, Damian Lillard out there with Thompson. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Embiid in at the power forward. Now here's Thompson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's our test. LeBron outside. Lets the 3 fly. Hangs it from downtown.
Oh, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Embiid. Now Lillard. Now here's Yao. He's guarded by Ewing. And Yao gets it to go.
This is why they get Yao the ball inside. He's basically unguardable this close to the rim.
Outside our test. Butler kicks to James. Fires the 3. Rebound by Yao.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Wembanyama passes to Thompson. No good from outside. Lillard against our test. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content.
And you got to love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And it's the Hawks' ball. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I spoke with the Pacers head coach earlier. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Here's our test. Yao Ming picking up that last basket. No one near James as he lets it go. Hits the jumper in space. James has got 5 points so far. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Lillard dishes to Embiid.
Indiana foul. Alonzo Mourning. First personal foul. First team foul.
.136 left to play in the first. Lillard against LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard, the pass to Yao. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Yao's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
Butler from outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Lillard, the pass to Wembanyama. The Hawks working the ball around. Embiid kicks to Thompson. Outside for Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Here's our test. LeBron outside. Takes the 3. Yao Ming pulls it in. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Ewing. Butler against Thompson. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And Lillard gets it to go.
And the defense knew they messed up there. Can't allow Dame to get his feet set.
Artest with the ball. No scoring in this one. To the middle. Here's Ewing. And the shot is long. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead. They're up by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Yao is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Thompson, and it's Lillard in at the point. Now here's Thompson from past the arc. Lillard misses. Now Artest. James right side. LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting him from deep.
Thompson passes to Embiid. Pass to Lillard. Over James. Rebound by Ron Artest.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Outside Butler. Pass to LeBron. Contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
One shot.
LeBron James.
James, no good on the free throw.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Well done, the Pacers Pacers.
Pacers on defense. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. LeBron with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. James, no good.
Excellent coverage defensively. Making it hard on him.
Thompson dishes to Embiid. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
.151 left in the first half. And it's Ron Artest with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. .149 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. Yao with a screen on James. Here's Lillard. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And it's Artest missing.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Thompson against Butler to stop the run. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Thompson.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, James. Off target with his 3. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Thompson, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Atlanta ball.
46 seconds left to play here in the half. And here's Thompson. Launches it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Thompson's got it all tied up now for Atlanta. Thompson's gone 2 of 3 from the field. James, a screen on Lillard. James, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Thompson. He has 5. Nobody near Lillard. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Here's Artest. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Artest's got his first 3 points of the game. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pacers lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Here's Artest. They've got Jimmy Butler. James is out there with Artest. Then it's Ewing, and it's Mourning in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now here's LeBron. Can't hit from 12.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Lillard, the pass to Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
LeBron outside. Good on the triple. LeBron's got 13 points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Embiid. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
The Pacers have Derek Jeter.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Artest the pass to LeBron. And another three for Indiana.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Offensive rebound. He gets it in there. Yau's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Yeah, it's not easy trying to keep Yao Ming off the glass. Just wreaking havoc with his activity on the offensive board.
James misses. And Atlanta has possession. Wembanyama passes to Lillard.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. For the finish. And Butler running the floor.
Yeah, and Butler pretty scary when he gets out in transition.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Hawks. Pass to Embiid. Beyond the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Snatched up. Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
Yeah, and Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Now, here's Lillard. Thompson outside. Yao with a screen on Butler. Thompson for the triple. They get the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, filling it up. James doing it all.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Embiid. Lets it go with the three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Ewing's got his 4th rebound in this one. LeBron dishes to Artest. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's James. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Lillard looking around. 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pacers out in front, up by 6. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Hawks trail by 6 on the court for Atlanta. And Wembanyama's out there with Embiid. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Yao in at the 5 down low. And it's good, 2 points.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
To the paint, stolen by Artest. And here we go, fast break. LeBron. What a thing of beauty from James.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that
one. Wembanyama with it. Pass to Embiid. Launches a 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here is Artest. James. LeBron with the response from 3-point range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Timeout, Hawks.
When you know what to do, show us your moves. No professional can soon get it home.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Atlanta's coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. The Hawks trail by 6. Now, here's Lillard. Here's Embiid. Takes advantage. That J is good.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Butler up top. He's covered by Thompson. Does not go in. Lillard. Here's Thompson. Outside, Wembanyama. Now Embiid. Thompson outside. Embiid with a screen on Artest. Got it!
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. The lead is 2. James on the drive. A crappy reverse layup.
And when you need a big score, you want LeBron to get the ball. And that's why.
James against Lillard. And Mourning sends it back. And they're running. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
Hawks trail by 4. Lillard on top, covered by LeBron. Now Thompson. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Butler with the rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. With the floater. And Mourning sends it back.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Timeout, Hawks.
Here are your Indiana Pacers.
Here's Thompson. Puts up the three. Doesn't get that one. And they go to the intentional foul.
Joel Embiid. Third personal foul. Third team foul. 2 shots. Alonzo Mourning.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So it's the Hawks now. Outside, Wembanyama. Does not go. And here is LeBron. So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.
go.
It'll be the Cavaliers off the tip. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the Cleveland starting five. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Mutombo in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Kirilenko. Clock at 6. They set a pick. And here's Thompson for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Payton. Here's Arenas. Plenty of space. And they pick up 2.
Tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
SGA passes to Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. It's picked off. First quarter, just over a minute played. Now, here's Howard. Tight defense on him.
Boy, there is such a punishing physicality to the game of Dwight Howard. Excellent job getting to the free throw line.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Dwight,
Shoot 2.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so Howard nails them both. Now Thompson. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I spoke with the Bulls head coach earlier. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty, so we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you, B.A.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Arenas. Pass to Payton. Here's Arenas. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Thompson. Back to SGA. Goes up on the wing. And Worthy pulls it down.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Arenas. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Kirilenko passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. He buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his third basket of the night.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Here's Howard. Lanier. Boy, hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Cleveland scores.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
And here's Howard. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Worthy. SGA with a steal. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Lets it fly from 18. Chicago with a rebound. Here's Arenas. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Cleveland. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
On the court right now for Cleveland, they've got Thompson. He's out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Kirilenko in at the 3. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No one near him. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game. Arenas passes to Payton. No good on the triple.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Oh, stolen by Payton. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Arenas. And there's the lob. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Inside. Here's Thurman. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Howard finds Payton. Back to Howard. Here's Lanier. And he goes in for the dunk.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Bulls. 4 on the clock. From the low block. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. The Bulls trail by 4. Here's Arenas. Pass to Payton. Jacks up a 3. Mutombo with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
SGA passes to Thompson. They set the pick. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer off the mark. There's 48 seconds left to play in the half. Payton, no good. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Thurman. Here's Kirilenko. Cleveland working the ball around now. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Arenas, defended by Thompson. Howard with a screen on Thompson. Unable to get that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Cleveland on top. They lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Here's Arenas. We've got Dwight Howard, and it's Arenas in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Gets a very good look and converts. Arenas has got 6.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
SGA passes to Thurman. Here's Kirilenko. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. That shot, no good. Good D by Payton. To the inside. For the tie. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Cavaliers leading. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Wing shot on the way. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. He's got 14.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
All right, fans, get out of your seats and make some noise for your incredible.
And so here is Chicago, trailing by 4. Pass to Howard. Here's Arenas. 6 to shoot. Thompson pulls it in. Cleveland leading by 4. Now here's SGA. 14 points for him. Uncovered. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Howard, the pass to Arenas. On the wing, Payton. Over to the wing. SGA with a steal. Here's SGA. Here's Thurman. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Cleveland shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Team foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Nate Thurman.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. The Bulls trail by 6. Arenas passes to Payton. Now here's Howard. Pass to Arenas. 3-pointer. Nails it from 3. Arenas has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Now Thompson. Back to SGA. And it falls all over the rim and in. SGA's got 16 points now.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Arenas. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds now. Kirilenko passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Payton. SGA can't get it to go. That one is off. Howard with some nice D. And he lobs it up to the rim. Thompson with a steal.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Here's SGA. That one doesn't drop. The third quarter comes to a close. The Cavaliers on top, up by 5. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Cavaliers, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Thompson. And it's Mutombo in at the 5. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Arenas. Launches a 3. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Payton against SGA. Pulls up. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. And Cleveland has possession. 2-point game. SGA using that size.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Timeout, Bulls. now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Okay, thanks, Allie. The Bulls trail by 4. Howard with the ball. Banks it home. Big shot.
Well, tremendous touch right there. Dwight Howard being aggressive and wanting to dominate inside.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Oh, he can't get the layup.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Oh, touches it off the glass.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
A minute 53 left in the 4th quarter. SGA against Payton. And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Arenas. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow! Gilgeous-Alexander, and he slams it down.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
Here's Arenas. Bucket is good.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. The lead is 2. 54 seconds left in the game. Oh, it misses.
Yeah, and you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
First team foul. At the line for 2, Bob Lanier.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here. Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Arenas. On the wing, Payton, defended by Thompson. Connect!
Doesn't get much easier than that. That is nice work.
And so they foul intentionally.
Gilbert Arenas. First personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Second team foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, huge trip there. Now you have got to defend that 3-point line.
Timeout, Bulls. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Here's Arenas. Tipped. It's in!
Not sure why they sagged off him in that distance. He is very good in the mid-range.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Shoot 2.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.